Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way. Yeah.
Damn,
Until
it's getting
further
better.
notice. All right, episode 13. Forgive but never forget. I'm Will.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm B.
All right, how's it going?
Good. I'm still sick, so sorry for the sexy voice.
It's okay.
All
We
right.
appreciate you pushing through for our wonderful listeners.
That's right. And I got my drink on, so
I also have my
can't be
drink.
bad with that.
Describe your
It's going to
drink.
be a bunch of coughing and slurring this episode.
Like Steph.
Right? Oh my God.
I've never seen an old lady so drunk.
Right? I agree. I was like, man, she can't even walk.
No, she cannot. She can barely hold her. Like, I don't even think she knows where she is.
She's all like, listen, Ryan, Harris. We're gonna have a good time, all right?
We're gonna party, all right? You're gonna party with me for the next 4 days.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time, Harris. Help me with my shoes. Help me take off my shoe. I'm falling over.
We've gotten distracted.
I'm falling down. All right, should we start? With that? Okay.
Sure.
All right. So, as we know, Stephanie has went through some things. So, she may not be in her right mind right now because she's probably trying to cope with the things that went on with Ryan. So, I feel like we can't be that judgmental of her. But we can discuss or her actions, her very erratic actions.
I got it.
Very erratic. It's not really, doesn't make sense. Maybe some kind of coping mechanism or something going on. But anyway, let's just discuss what happened. She is, she's talking to Harris and she's like, listen, I hope you don't think that we were having revenge sex because it's not. It's true love. And he's like, yes, of course. And then they go over Harris's background. We find out that he has a baby mama he got pregnant at 17 and they broke up and they get back together. And she's all like, I don't know what's going on with that. That seems kind of fishy, but I'm going to put that in the back of my head and just pretend like it's not a problem. What do you guys think about learning about Harris and his background?
Their whole family is kind of a mess.
Yes.
She really wants the messy life.
Yeah, I mean, ignoring red flags is kind of her claim to fame. So I'm not surprised that she's going to just put it in the back of her head.
I wonder if the psychic knew that Harris has 3 kids.
That's a good question.
Yeah, should have asked
That's a
her.
good question.
Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't hear from the psychic this episode.
She probably dispensed all of her psychic knowledge already. She needs to recharge with moonlight.
She needs to go back to her crystals.
That's right.
Sage. Go ahead.
So, do you think it was revenge sex or was not revenge sex?
Isn't that the definition of revenge sex? That you call someone up immediately that would hurt their feelings?
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, exactly. It's not like Harris even cares. He knows what's up. He knows what's going on.
Yeah. Also, the only thing these people are saying is like, I can't wait to come to America because it's really going to make my life better. Oh, and Steph, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's all like, I'm going to have a good situation for my kids and my wife. I mean, my ex-wife and for Steph too, I'll do something for her. I'll treat her good.
Yeah, you can see his face when he remembers. Oh yeah, Steph.
That's what I was going to say. He had a tick, like a little mouth tick. He did like a little mouth movement, like, I was like, there's your tick. There's your show right there. If you're playing poker, that's a show of caught you in a lie.
Yeah.
This whole family is a mess.
I mean, I would say poor Stephanie, but she's willingly walking into it, and she knows.
She asking
She
for
does.
it. At
She
some point, you
knows.
have to blame the victim.
She hasn't processed what's going on. Okay, it's all of this has happened within 5. I don't know. I bet you this is all within 3 days.
That's probably true, actually.
You do crazy stuff when you know what she needs. Stephanie does need a real friend, like a true friend, and I'm not talking about a psychic. I'm talking about a real friend.
Do you want to be her friend?
Yes, Stephanie, call me and I'll listen to you and I'll give you some good advice. And
Yeah. Maybe
She
she'll
I'll
give you
hug
feedback
you.
if you follow her on Instagram.
Okay.
She has her cousins who are her real friends. Remember? But she's probably one of those people who's like, if they don't tell her what she wants to hear, she just ignores them or distances herself from them.
Yeah, didn't she say during their time with her? It's like, I'm gonna do what I want. I don't care what
Yeah.
you say.
Exactly. I mean, her
Yeah.
best friend is a psychic who tells her whatever she wants. So
Yeah, plus she pays for that.
I know.
And I feel like Harris also knows all the right buttons to push when he's like, when I first met you, I just knew intuitively that we belong together in my heart, in my soul. Because I feel like Stephanie wants to hear those cosmic things like, oh, it's the universe bringing us together. And he knows the things to say to really capture her. I saw in the stars that night when I first met you and you were with Ryan and the stars spoke to me and I woke up in a dream and they said, Stephanie is your future. And
I was
she's all
eating
like,
I was eating a cup of noodles and at the bottom of the cup it said Stephanie.
yes. And I knew that was the universe telling me that we belong together. And Stephanie's like, yes, babe.
She wants a rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
She wants the fairy tale.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of fairy tales, what about your couple, Rebecca and Zied? Do you think they're gonna make it? Because it's getting real slippery slope there.
They're gonna make it, I'm sure. I believe in them. I believe in the power of love. For Rebecca and Zied.
You love love.
I do love love, and they love
Do you think
love.
Stephanie loves love?
I do.
Yes, I think Stephanie loves love. And she loves that, that thing that goes with love, the boom boom thing.
Yeah.
The boom boom.
How you know she likes the boom boom?
Yeah, 40 condoms were, a weekend.
Oh, did she say she brought 40 condoms?
I don't know.
It's a 40 pack. I don't know. It was a lot.
You don't think Stephanie likes a boom boom? She was like, listen, Ryan, it's been 10 months and you haven't even given me a little. I just need just give me. Remember? She was like a drug addict. Just like a little bit.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
She wanted to play just the tip with Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay. So Rebecca and Zied, I was thinking, wasn't she married to a Muslim previously?
Yes.
So she didn't know how sacred Ramadan is?
Well, she was only married for like a day.
Oh, okay. And she did say that Zied kind of picks and chooses what is non-negotiable when it comes to his religion.
Right? Not like that other guy, Yazan.
Yeah.
Who's like super strict Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like we got a taste of what like being Muslim really is with him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I had so many questions when Zied and Rebecca were together in the apartment. I was so confused.
Right.
Yeah. So it seems like he's acting unfairly. But I mean, I commend Rebecca for standing up for herself. She seems like, standing her ground, especially like it shows that she's learning from her mistakes. Sort of.
Yeah, that's true. She's trying to see the red flags.
Is this like when Catholics are only Catholics during Lent? Like, I'm going to give up, X for the next 40 days until Easter. And then you like immediately forfeit the next day.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to hell.
Yeah. Or Christmas. Yes. It's about Jesus.
And presents.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna stand his ground? Like she said, she's threatening to like really to kick him out.
How are they
So
gonna pay
how? Yeah. So how
that
long is he
Joella
gonna?
salary?
I'm
Is it called
confused.
Joella?
I think
Yeah,
so.
Joel's
Joella's fried chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joella's fried chicken.
And he came there and he picked it up during lunch. He was like, all right, well, talk
Mm.
about this serious issue and give me my chicken.
Table this for after the chicken.
Yes. Hold on. I don't want to talk about it yet. I get angry if I'm on an empty stomach. Let's eat chicken first.
He was sad. He was sad while he walked away with the chicken.
I know.
Also-
I
With the
saw
bag
it. I
of
was like,
chicken.
chicken.
What was he wearing? He looked like he was going to go to the club. Did you see him? He,
He looked like he was gonna beat someone up. Like, yeah, he looked like he was gonna like rumble with some jets.
Like he was in a
It's a
gang.
West Side Story reference, guys.
he was about to beat up Rebecca's ideas on getting married after Ramadan. That's what he was about to do. And he lost.
I mean, he's not in a position of power here, so there's nothing he can do.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't think he'll ever go back like home. He might threaten, but I don't think he would.
Yeah. Whose side are you on this? Are you on Rebecca's side or are you on Zied?
Rebecca all the way, baby.
Really? Why?
Because why? She's right. Why would you want to rush everything now? Especially when she's got this whole fantasy kind of built up in her head for how their wedding was going to be.
But Ramadan, man. Ramadan.
But why wasn't this important before? Yeah, he should have probably said, okay, I'll come to America after Ramadan.
Yeah, or he could have like came up with a contingency in case like there was a lot of overlap.
It's kind of weird that they never talked about this before. He didn't know that Rebecca wanted a real wedding, and Rebecca didn't know that he didn't care about it. He just wanted to sign some papers.
They're just concentrated on the love part, on putting their faces on memorabilia.
I mean, after 2 years, you would think they would have talked about it.
That's true. Well, maybe Rebecca's too busy like filtering her photos.
Face tuning them.
Face tuning her photos.
Trying to get him here.
You got it just right.
No, I guess their storyline is boring. I hate them the most.
It seems pretty manufactured.
It is. Like, this is an issue. Just
Yeah.
Can you just like build a false wall for now?
I saw
That's a good idea, right?
It'll be like 2 separate apartments. You guys don't have to see each other.
That's true. I saw this meme where Rebecca shows Zied the horse and carriage, and it says Rebecca's about to be like, I used to have this horse and carriage with my ex.
It's true. Yeah, especially like they just came back from that cabin trip and she was like, look at what our wedding could be like. And he's just like, let's just go courthouse. Wouldn't you be upset?
Well, how many
No.
real weddings has she had though?
Exactly.
Probably like the equivalent of 1 now.
Why? What do you mean? Like, how are her other weddings? Maybe they're all really big.
They were like, no, they were probably like cheaply made. That's why she wants a
Really?
really big, fantastic wedding for her 27-year-old fiance
I mean, we don't
from
know.
Tunisia.
They all could have been really big, and
That's true.
she
We
wants
don't
another
know.
big one.
She seems like that type.
Yeah, she's a serial weddinger.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Zied on this one. Like, come on, Rebecca. You're old. You've been married 3 times.
It's not important.
What's important that you have your sexy man, Zied, right? The
Mm.
one that you've been going crazy about for 2 years.
Yeah, look how he carries that chicken. It pairs with him so well.
Yeah. You could watch him mukbang
Mukbang.
it, you know?
This time is forever.
Okay.
No, what were the other 2 times?
The other times were forever, but not really.
All right. Speaking of marriages being special and sacred, let's move on to our true favorite, Brandon and Julia. Brandon and Julia. Okay.
Brandon and Julia.
Brandon and Julia.
You didn't join.
I'm sorry, Brandon and Julia.
Forgive him. He's not a singer.
Yeah. Our chorus line is not going to work with all three-way participants.
Okay. So they're checking out the church, and then Julia's like, wait a minute. Am I marrying your mom or am I marrying you, Brandon? And then he's all like, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I didn't create weddings. Who created this? It wasn't me.
God created weddings. All right.
Walking down the aisle and stuff. I don't know anything about it. It's not my dream. I'm just doing it because you like it, you know? And then Julia's like, she starts crying.
Of all the worst things to say to someone who's planning your wedding, those are probably the most hurtful.
I know. I understand if you're not into weddings, not your thing, but you don't have to be like a big jerk about it.
Yeah, he was kind of a jerk. Like, I didn't want them to get married anymore. I wanted her to go back to Russia.
Yes. Yes. What do you think is going on with him? Is he getting cold feet? Why is he being such a jerk?
Maybe he's just like,
yeah, go ahead.
He's just frustrated with the situation. Like he doesn't, it's not his thing really. And he's tired of dealing with it. Like after the dresses, you know? And he's like, no, I don't want to, don't ask me my opinion. And she wants him to be enthusiastic, but he's just not. And so maybe he's just tired of it. But he needs to get it together. He needs to, you know, put a smile on his face and just act like he's into it. It's just a one day for Julia.
It's true. It's just one day, Brandon. Suck it up.
I feel like this is growing pains in the relationship. Like Brandon never had a real, true relationship. And he doesn't know that it's not necessarily not being who you are. Because he's like, you know, I can't lie. I can't act like I'm happy. You're making me pretend and I can't be fake and not who I am. Do you guys think that that's what it is? If you just have to suck it up and, you know, show interest for your wedding? Is this a guy thing?
You know, I didn't want to be in a wedding, right? Like we've talked about how I would want to zoom into a wedding.
Oh yeah. But it's about like a give and take, you know. I'm sure like it's like an interest thing, right? Like maybe there's something that the person that you love and want to marry is interested in, and you don't really have any interest in it, but you're not just going to be like, I hate this. I have to be fake, and you're making me be fake, and it's not who I am, and therefore we should just break up. That's not what a relationship is, right? Like if you love someone, you have to somewhat show interest or I don't know, especially with something when it comes to marriage that does involve both of you. Maybe like an interest won't involve both of you. Like if somebody likes to play video games and you don't. But if you're both getting married, that involves both of you.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not interested in anything that they're interested in, you're at least interested in them, right? And wanting them to be happy. So if it's just for the wedding, I feel like you need to just like not necessarily be fake, but find a way to be enthusiastic, or at least don't be a jerk. Don't take away anything from her day.
It's their day. Excuse me.
Or their day.
Right. The marriage is not just, oh, this is my interest. It involves both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, this is not enough time to decide if I'm willing to deal with this for the rest of my life. Basically, of compromising himself, has been, you know, trying to make her happy and compromising himself. And this is when my original thought comes in that I begin to wonder, why are men and women together? This is when my, you know, something I've stated many times.
You should date a man. Then he wouldn't have the compromise.
This is, okay, can I get your guys' opinion on this? What is your thought on that?
That he should date a man?
As in like, that you're with a woman, like let's say you're a woman or with a man, whatever, and you're gonna have to compromise no matter what. And that's part of being in a relationship. That's part of being in a relationship. Nothing is gonna be otherwise you're just gonna be alone. If you want to do everything that you want to do and not what somebody else wants to do, and if you have to pretend happiness or for something and it makes you mad, then go be alone.
What was the question?
Do you? I don't know. Do you guys want to be in a relationship?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to compromise, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, there are some things that even you can agree you won't bend on. How do you compromise that?
I guess this is when you find out during your dating process, like what are those true boundaries that
the
you're
deal
willing
breakers.
to, the deal breakers, exactly.
Mhm. Yeah, but a lot of people ignore those or they don't talk about them early on. And so they wait till they're already like in deep to come up against that wall. And that's when all the stress comes, you know, all the drama.
Yeah, so Brandon, I guess, hasn't seen his deal breakers yet. And he's saying that the 90 days weren't sufficient to evaluate the deal breakers.
Right. He's just thinking that Julia's just going to be all fun and games, but he's not seeing the sacrifices you truly have to make.
Sounds like any other like young couple.
Right.
Especially him since it's like his first real relationship and he's been sheltered his life. So it's, you know, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen to them. Will they make it long term?
Here's the issue that I think Julia has with Brandon. He's just been so, I guess, disconnected from the entire wedding thing. Like she came there to get married, right? Now, I don't know what conversations they've had about what they're planning for a wedding and what that would look like. But it's like Brandon wasn't interested for the wedding dresses. Brandon doesn't know why March or whatever, May 9th was the date that they chose.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
You know, it's just one thing after another. And not like this whole church thing came up again. And she's like, why does Betty know how many people are coming? Do you know who these people are? And he's just like, no, I don't know anything. So it's like, that's why she asked him, why do you want to marry me if you don't even seem genuinely interested in the reason for why we're getting married?
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point, Dylan. Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Sometimes I have good points. I'm a good point guy.
Even I remembered why she picked May 9th.
I know, because she told us on like episode 6.
He lived through it and he didn't remember. Maybe she's seeing also like a combination of his parents taking control of everything and him being a baby boy. He's a baby boy.
It's true. But like, look how like quickly she's like, well, even your parents understand now why, and they're better at planning this wedding than you are.
Yeah, like she's like, come on, at least be interested in our wedding and know something.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
Oh, Brandon, he really looked bad this episode. I'm Team Julia, and even his parents look better than Brandon.
I know. I think hell froze over because like we're rooting for Betty and dude.
Right?
What's the dude's name?
Dude.
What's his name?
I don't know. Angry person, angry guy.
I want to say John.
No.
Roger?
No.
Mike?
No.
Alfred?
No.
We're just like naming white names.
Todd?
Brandon
anyway.
Senior.
Yeah, Brandon Senior.
Yeah,
Betty's
even
husband.
Right, Betty's husband. I know Betty.
Mm-hmm.
It's Roy. It's Roy, guys. It's Roy.
Oh, it's Roy.
Is it Roy?
Ron.
Ron. There you go. I was like, Roy, this is a Ron. Ron.
Ron.
All right, cut all that.
It's Ron. His name is Ron.
Ron. Okay. Anyway, Julia, I see the red flags. I don't know, but they're still a young couple. Maybe Brandon will learn. Do you guys think Brandon will learn the rules of a relationship and sacrificing and such.
I mean, if he hasn't learned them yet, he will through divorce.
Yeah, that's true.
I
The
think he
hard
will.
way, the easy way or the hard way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he's used to just relenting to the people in his life. So I'm sure he'll continue to do that.
Speaking of learning about the easy way, the hard way, let's move to Jovi and Yara. Will
Ugh.
Jovi learn the
Ugh.
hard way or the easy way?
What an idiot.
So Yara falls down. Like we see them come out of an urgent care place, and we find out that Yara fell down, but she's okay. They get home, and then Jovi gets a phone call. It's like, "Hey, it's your bachelor party. Are you ready?" And then Jovi's like, "I don't know. It's kind of a bad time because we just came back from urgent care." Yara, can I go? Can I though? Can I? I mean, it's up to you though. It's up to you.
But I want to go.
But I want to go. But it's up to you. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. So Yara's like, yeah, you can go, but only for a little bit. And then he walks out that door, and I'm like, oh man, you can imagine that excitement building up in Jovi.
You could see it in his face when she said, "You can go out for 1 hour," and he was like, he lit up when she said that you could go out.
Man.
Like a kid. He lit up like a kid. Kid in Christmas morning. Oh yeah, strippers.
He knew he was going to get into some mess and some trouble. So he goes out and he meets up with his friends, Klein and Kaz, who are also going to go to the Vegas wedding, we find out. And then they're all like drinking everywhere. And then they're like, all right, let's hit up the penthouse or something. Strip club.
His favorite strip club.
His favorite.
He has a favorite strip
He has
club.
a favorite. Better than all the others.
He's a regular.
That he can find with his eyes closed.
Did you see all the wads of ones he like cashed out?
Yeah. Yeah. That was funny.
My
Trying to
dude,
have a
that's
good
a
time.
lot of ones.
And his friend Klein is like, listen, I'm going home. I got a girl and a kid, and shoot, I ain't risking this.
Klein, smart man.
Trouble.
Like, exactly. He's like, I'll go out for the drinking, but we done after the drinking.
Mm-hmm.
That was smart. That was a smart play.
Wasn't
you know,
it?
there's a camera.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, you don't want to get caught doing bad stuff. Joey, this is going to be on TV. We're going to be judging you for this. You don't think Yara's going to find out?
So Yara lets him go because she says that Jovi has been on his best behavior. He's been really good to her, taking care of her, being at home, not drinking all the time. So anyway, we think that he's reformed and he's made a turn. But after tonight, I don't know. So anyway, the friend goes home and him and Kaz start, making it rain.
He had a method of throwing them ones. Came out like a consistent rain. Did you see that?
Oh, he had a good technique.
Yeah, he did. Did you see like a good distribution of ones on the floor?
The proper technique is to throw it up in the air, and then when they turn around, pick it back up again.
And throw it again.
Throw it again.
Oh God. That's terrible.
That's the proper technique. No, but I mean, his friend, the other one, Kaz, that's not his real friend. That's a saboteur right there.
Oh, not a good friend.
Yeah.
Wow. Will, you also have good points.
He was the one who was already
guy.
saying that he's going to go to your divorce party. And now he's trying to make it like a premonition. He's trying to fulfill what he was saying.
He don't want Jovi to have nice things.
No, he doesn't. He's the kid that you invite and then he breaks all your toys.
Right. He's the one that you don't want to take to the club with you because he's going to get you in trouble. You'd be like, yeah, dance with that girl's looking at you. That girl wants to. And then he's going to go up to like Jovi's real girlfriend, Yara, and be like, you know what Jovi did? He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. But I'm a good guy. Do you want to be with me? Do you like me now? He's not a good friend. You're right. He's not a good friend. I just made all
Jovi-
that stuff in my head. Like, he's not a good guy.
Jovi, he has a lot of like not good friends.
He wasn't the one that went up to Yara, right? Like during their engagement party and was like saying, "Oh, how come Jovi's not spending time with you?" Was he
I
one
wish
of
it
them?
was. I was trying to think if it was him.
Yeah, me too.
But
I'm not
I don't think it
sure.
was. I wish it was
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, me too. He's like, damn, he's a two-timer.
Cold-blooded,
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
That Kaz is a snake.
Yeah.
So I mean, he pushes Jovi into this, bad situation, but Jovi knew that it's probably gonna happen. Like he said, like, "Oh, who cares? Whatever, whatever." And he just kind of like falls into this situation. My biggest thing was like, look at the stripper. Like Yara is better looking than a stripper. Why are you gonna jeopardize your relationship for that? For nothing?
He's in love with a stripper.
He's just in love with that attention. Like anything he can get, like, oh, another girl. Like he would take attention from anybody. Like, oh, you like me? Oh, you think, oh yeah. What do you think? Do you think he's like that?
He believes what she says. He believes the stripper when she says that he's like a very good looking.
Oh, yes. Yes, he's the type of guy that likes attention. You know how there are girls who like attention and there's guys too who like attention.
Yeah.
And he probably has that feeling in his mind, like, oh, I'm hot stuff and I'll take, this girl showing me attention. Yeah.
I mean, it maybe worked out for him in the past. That's probably why he went after Yara. Yara's probably the prettiest girl in the room, and he had the audacity to go after her.
Mhm.
Audacity.
The audacity. Yara
So-
is very, very pretty.
So wait, you didn't talk about like
Oh yeah,
her
the
dress.
wedding. I know. Speaking of which, the wedding dress shopping. She went with Jovi's mom, and Joey's mom was like, okay, this is my last chance to see if I could get my way into this wedding. And she like cried her way in there because Yara was trying on a dress. And she's like, oh, you're beautiful. And you seem sad. And she's like, because I want to go to my son's wedding. And I'm glad that Yara finally let her go.
Yeah, that would have been cold-blooded if she like didn't let her go.
I agree.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't go still.
I would not like Yara as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
What is-
she grew on me.
Me too, actually.
Last couple
She's like,
episodes.
I don't hate her as much. I actually really like her.
Who, Yara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never hated her.
No, I know, but in the beginning, it's just like, ugh.
Yes, in the very beginning, I did
Yeah.
feel that she was going to be unreasonable.
Yeah. I thought she made too many demands.
What do you think about her wedding dress?
Sexy.
Yeah. Fits her. Fits her
She's
vibe.
on AI. It's on brand for her.
Yeah.
Did you feel like I feel like the first one was more on brand for her versus the one that she picked. But I like the one that she picked. It was more elegant and a little bit more conservative.
She started her own dress shop.
No, I didn't.
I was like, did she start her own OnlyFans? I was hoping you would say.
Not just a
Dress
dress shop. You can
shop.
buy dresses by Yara.
Oh, her own design too?
Well, I don't know if it's her own design, but I know it's her shop.
Is it in Louisiana?
I don't know. I mean, she's advertising it through Instagram, so maybe it's just online.
Good for her.
Yeah, you go, entrepreneur.
Yeah, she wanted to do
Yeah.
that, and she did. I mean, she wanted to be an entrepreneur, and she's doing it.
Yeah. Forget that Jovi's other friend, what's her name?
Ho?
He's being a hater.
Yeah, she is a hater.
Oh, I think that's the one who is with the Klein dude, the one who left.
Yeah.
Remember? Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were both on TV.
Right.
Gotta show face.
Yeah, no, but she looked really good in all the dresses. She's very beautiful, Yara. Very beautiful lady. Speaking of wedding dresses, okay, so anything else on them, guys?
Can't wait till next week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually, this is what I was gonna say. I don't know how I would feel if I was about to get married to my husband, and he went to a strip club and went to some private room with a stripper. I don't think that would be acceptable for me. That would be a boundary. That'd be a line.
What
I
if he
mean,
just went to the strip club, but no private room?
actually, I don't even know. I mean, not even that I don't trust him. I mean, I totally trust him.
So what's the issue?
Exactly. That's kind of true. When I'm thinking about it now, I'm like, wait a minute. I totally trust him. But I guess, okay, this is the problem. If I was Yara and Jovi was my soon-to-be husband,
Yeah, agree.
then I would, yes. Like, because my husband, yeah, no, I totally
Yeah.
trust him. I think he would be fine. But if I was Yara and Jovi,
Who went to his favorite strip club where they know him by name.
yes,
Mhm.
I don't think I would. But she knew that he was going to go to a strip club, though. She
Mhm.
knew that, and it seemed like she was okay with that. So I don't know. Yeah. All right. Wedding dresses. Somebody else went wedding dress shopping, and that is Natalie. But in the beginning, though, we see them setting up like a happy birthday party for Uncle Bo, and their neighbor comes over, and you know, they do a party for him, and we see him again, and it seemed like happy times. Seemed like they're making turning the page, and they're really starting anew, and they're all happy. And then they go fishing, and Mike is being his weird self.
Do you think they used that fish for her YouTube video? Her
Right?
sushi video?
Maybe.
That looked fun though. The fishing, like, wow, that is nice. Really beautiful. Anyway, Mike
Couldn't
is like,
tell. Did she like it?
oh
She
no,
wasn't.
she didn't.
She was very quiet.
I don't think she liked it. Mike was trying to get her to like it. He's like, this is some good, clean fun right here. I like this stuff. You feeling it? You okay? You all right? Mike acts so weird. Don't you think he's a weird? I don't know. His
I don't
demeanor
know.
is weird.
I think if you had to deal with somebody like Natalie, wouldn't you be the same kind of way?
You have to like make yourself dead inside.
I guess so.
That's funny.
You have to die inside.
You have to die a little
Hide
bit.
your happiness where she can't find it.
Yes, exactly. Not in here. Go in
She
here.
can't use it against you.
Yeah. Can't follow me in there.
I have to keep my happiness safe. Maybe. Yeah. But anyway, so Natalie goes wedding dress shopping. What do you guys think about that?
It was really sad.
It was sad.
It was so sad.
Even though we don't like her, she's weird.
Yeah,
It's still
it was
sad.
really sad. I don't like awkward, cringy moments. And
Mhm.
kudos to that lady for like pepping her up. She did really like that lady should be a doctor. She's got good bedside manner.
I agree.
Did. She turned that situation upside down. Natalie went in there. It was super sad and cringy. And she was like, well, you know
Mhm.
what? You're getting married.
Right? You can have 6 weddings, girl.
Yeah. And come here. And I'll give you that dress.
Right. I forget what we were talking about. Natalie, dress shopping. Sad.
Mhm.
Yes, it was really sad. Just because, like, 1, she had no clue that she was getting married or not. And then 2, there was no one there with her. And then 3, it's sad for the lady that helped her because she didn't even buy anything.
It's okay. She'll be back.
That's true. They probably paid. Like TLC paid.
And she got some
Yeah.
advertisement for her shop.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm glad more people will know about her beautiful bedside manner.
Mm-hmm. And she calls her mom, and she falls in love with the dress, and we see that Natalie has some nice full bosoms.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Like, well, Natalie.
Wow.
Double D's.
Whoa, Natalie.
Whoa, double D's. That's why she didn't want any like fabric hanging on her shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
suppressing the ladies.
And she looked really pretty too when she was all set up with her veil and her like little jewelry. I was like, wow, she's gonna be a beautiful bride. Stupid Mike.
At some point in the future.
Okay, and so then, some cute things happen. They're like setting up a fire, and then Mike sits her down, and he's like, "Listen, the world is upside down. Shit is crazy, but I don't know when the best time is to do stuff. But here's your ring back." And then she's all like, "Will you ask?" And he's like, "Okay, will you be my fiance?" And then Natalie is like, "Are we going to start new from scratch?" And then he gets up and he's like, "Oh, hell no. Why you got to ruin everything?"
I didn't get that reaction. Am I crazy? But I didn't understand that reaction.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Why?
I mean, like if you're trying to make this like nice moment in your head, like you probably built it up and you're trying to do something, and then somebody just brings up something from the past that's totally out of nowhere.
Yeah, but she said, I just want you to like forgive me for that time.
But it feels like, if you were going to have an argument, you had like, let's say you had this long-standing argument, and then it's kind of still in the past. It's like a sore issue. And then when you have another nice moment, the person like brings it up right in the middle.
Yeah,
it's almost as if to like really kind of like use it as leverage.
I have the perfect analogy for this. We were on a break. I got it. Makes sense to me now.
I think it's like Mike was primed. Like he knew that Natalie might do something to mess it up because she's probably always messing up a moment. And he was just like primed for her to say anything and he was going to explode. Like anything that wasn't yes. She could have been like, "Oh, your cat." And he'd be like, "Why do you always got to ruin this?" But because he was just like, after, weeks and years or whatever of being with her and seeing her kind of mess up at all these situations, he was just primed for it, PTSD or something. But I think he maybe ultimately realized that that's not what she was trying to do. She was just trying to say like, "Okay, like, do you forgive me for this?" And they ended up coming back around from that horrible miscommunication. And he was like, "Just say yes." And she's like, "Yes." And they hugged and kissed. And that was nice. And I'm glad that Natalie didn't make it didn't make it a big thing. She could have been like, "Why are you getting upset? Like, what's the big deal? I'm just trying to start from fresh." And then that would have been ruined the whole thing.
That would have been something.
Right. But that didn't happen. So I'm glad that they were able to reel it back in.
Yeah. We saw the beginning of a porn.
Right. They pulled it together and had that nice romantic moment. And I'm glad she got that ring back. I felt good for her. I felt like she earned it.
Yes, she did earn that with 13 days to go.
Wow.
I agree. Yeah. It seems like that whole miscommunication exemplifies that entire relationship. Like at any moment, you could either go good or bad.
Right. Right. And it's like you can see it. And like that one switch, like that one word or that one moment could change the whole situation from like a happy to like a crazy argument. Which is like a real life relationship issue. So that's why I feel that Mike and Nat are.
Here's a question for you guys. Would you deal with someone with Natalie's personality and marry them? Because like despite, I guess, their crazy personality, but they're smoking hot, would you deal with it?
No.
Will?
No.
He says no.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. It's not?
Just because they're smoking hot?
And she's a little fun. She's a little different,
A little different.
A little different.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, because then what if like she did some other crazy stuff in the bedroom? If you're just keeping her around for that, then that thing's totally ruined as well.
What do you mean? Who doesn't want crazy stuff in the bedroom?
Yeah.
No, but
Why are you trying to make it sound like it's a negative?
Will only likes regular in the bedroom.
No, but I mean, like, what if she uses it to like as like leverage, or she just stops doing it or something, or says, "Oh, you can only do it like if you film me doing a cooking show or something like that.
Which I think they
Oh,
did. He did
And you
film
remember
her.
you gotta zoom in at the very end when I'm eating the sushi.
Putting it all in my mouth.
guys, watch that. Watch Natalie's cooking video,
The
especially the
sushi
sushi one. That's disturbing.
It's real offensive, but it's go ahead and just watch it.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
I mean, I'm sure all of our listeners will also agree. After watching that video, it's not worth it.
You wouldn't marry her, B,
Uh,
despite her being loca, but she's got a smoking bosom.
nope. Nope, I wouldn't. This applies for men also. I mean, guys that I like doesn't necessarily have to do with how they look like. It's more of a personality thing.
Good
And
answers, guys. Good answers.
that's a no for me. But you know, it's a personality. It's a different types for different folks.
Different strokes.
There you go. That's what I was going for. And she's not mine. So
Who do you think would be like the best match for Natalie?
Andrew.
Just in anybody, like in the world, like fictional characters too. Like who would you think
There's too many.
be good for Natalie?
Be good for Natalie.
Donald Trump's first spokesman. Who's that? The White House spokesman.
Sean Spicer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean Spicer.
That's a
There you
bizarre
go.
choice. Why?
You know, because I feel like he's also kind of eccentric. He was on Dancing with the Stars. He's willing to put himself out there and do things that are out of what you would expect. And he seems like a happy dude.
I don't think so. I'm thinking of
Really?
who is someone who is like built like Mike, but is a vegan, loves Jesus, and respects all animals.
Voldemort. He got good skin. He's in really good shape. He looks like
he
a
has no
fish.
nose.
He looks like she loves fish, and he looks like a fish.
But he's not big and tall.
He is tall.
He's got that magic stick though.
That's true.
You know she likes it up. B. She likes it up.
That's a good one. Come on. I can't see that one. What about
also
you,
can't.
Dylan? Who's your pick then, Dylan?
My pick for Natalie would be the you ever see those commercials for Allstate?
Yes.
That guy.
The voiceover?
Yeah, the big black guy.
Yeah.
I think she would be perfect for him.
Is he a vegan?
I don't know, but like I just feel like she would be in good hands.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. Should she be with somebody who's like calm, like maybe like the opposite of her, a little bit like Mike, or should she be with somebody that's more like her, more weird and like her?
Yeah, that's why I chose the Allstate guy, because he's so like he's got this, I don't know, aura, strong aura that she needs to balance her out.
I don't know.
Mike doesn't have
see
a
that one either.
commanding personality. Okay, Sean Spicer. Come on.
Yes, I think she should be with someone like that. And they could both be crazy together. They could have a show.
Okay, we've given this way too much thought. Move on.
So, yeah. Mike though, she's with Mike, so that's her man.
I guess.
That's his lady. That's his lady.
I don't know. It doesn't look like he wants it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, Tarik and Hazel.
Ugh.
This is kind of weird. I don't know. So Hazel says that she feels stupid because she thinks that Tarik is still talking to Minty and she doesn't trust him. And then they end up sitting down and like talking. Oh no. Sorry, that wasn't the other one. The next on. Tarik tries on like a suit with his friend, and his friend's like, "Oh, do you still like Minty?" And he takes a long time to answer, and then he's finally like, "No." And then Tarik is like, "I don't know if things are gonna work out because marriage is about trust, and she doesn't trust me, so I don't know what's gonna happen."
I think his friend had some good points.
He's a good point guy.
What was a good point? What was a good point, guy?
Yeah, he was like, Minty's gonna break y'all up.
Mm.
And he said, like, in his own confessional, like, if my wife was talking to her ex, like, we wouldn't be married right now.
I was gonna
So
say,
I think
he looks like he came from like experience, like
yeah.
speaking about it.
Yeah, I think Tarik doesn't get what the issue is. Like, he sees it as, oh, like, you already won, I chose you. But then, like, even if Hazel is there and he chose her, like, it's still disrespectful for him to be talking to Minty, especially if he knows that she hates her. Hazel hates Minty. So he's acting like he didn't do anything, but he brought Minty up. He's the one who texted her out of the blue first for Corona. And then he brought her up when they're talking about getting a girlfriend. So he did those two things.
Yeah, here's a good way, guys out there who's listening. A good tip to like make your girl feel real insecure is to text someone you know she absolutely hates and just keep doing it and act like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
It's a surefire way to get her to hate you.
And just be like, you won though. What's the problem?
I know. I'm like, I'm not dating them. Be like,
you won. I married you.
I don't see the issue.
Right. I mean, how would he feel if Hazel did that? If she was over there talking to another man or something. Like, I'm sure he wouldn't like it. Right. So maybe that's why he feels comfortable, because it's another girl. But what if it was another dude? Would he feel comfortable? And if it's about trust, then why are you over here talking to Minty behind her back? Of course, you've broken her trust at that time if you're talking to Minty behind her back. Right?
For a guy who likes to rave about trust, he sure does not give it.
Yeah.
Give a reason to. Amen.
Amen.
Delayed the amen there.
Yeah, it's not about her winning either, like what you were saying, Dylan. It's about how he's treating her and disrespecting her. Dude. Come on, I thought you were a good guy, Tarik. I was rooting for you.
Where's our Tyra meme? We were all rooting for you.
Yes.
How dare you?
And I'm pretty proud of Hazel for keeping it cool. She's the queen of keeping it cool.
She's got a poker face.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Her delivery is just
deadpan.
I need to take notes.
Seriously.
I need to take notes.
That's how you should be when you have an argument with your husband.
Yeah.
Why are you so defensive, though? Why are you all mad now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's more frustrating than like yelling and being all crazy?
Yeah, I would be super pissed.
You mean you as in on the receiving end? Like if you were Tarik, you'd be pissed?
Oh, I would be super annoyed.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know you're doing it to piss me off.
No, what if it's like, she's non-reactionary? It's like,
yeah, I'm going to need you to have a little bit more reaction. I'm going to need you to have some emotion.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm surprised to hear this from you, Dylan. You don't seem like.
No, I need you to say sorry. I need to hear it.
Oh, that's what you want to hear.
Yeah, we're bringing that back.
No, but she's looking at you to say sorry.
No.
But anyway, their wedding day is supposedly 2 weeks away. Everybody's cutting it close because even Yara and Jovi, like, come on, they had like 8 days or something. I don't know. So, oh yeah, Rebecca and Zied, they had 2 weeks. Andrew and Amira, they have what?
They also
does anybody know?
They also have 2 weeks.
We see let's move on. Let's move on. Andrew's talking to Amira and she's all like, all right, I'm going to Serbia. And then Andrew's like, you're so brave, baby. You're so brave,
So
baby.
proud of you.
Baby, I'm proud of you. You brave, baby. Baby.
He does say baby a lot.
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
It's so creepy when he says it.
Let me tell you, I would not bring my kid to that daycare. I see him and I'm like, thank you, but no, thank you. Anyway, Amira is like, I just want him to be like, I just want him to be like, it's okay for you to stay there. I still love you and we'll renew the visa. But that's not what he does. He just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And then at this point, I feel like, Amira, I felt bad for you in the beginning, but now I don't.
Yeah, talking about like the victim asking for it, she's really asking to get detained.
I mean, she's crying on her way there. And she's like, she knows what she's doing is crazy, but she's still doing it.
I know. For Andrew. Yuck.
But maybe it's not about her. It's like a sign of how good he is at manipulating. You know what I mean?
Did you hear all the stuff she gave up for him? For Andrew? Yuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My favorite line was like, he said, I don't envy your position, but I'm like, but you put her in that position.
I know. You actually bought the plane tickets for her to go there.
Right.
Yeah.
She says, I'm just madly in love with him and I want to be with him. And there are so many makeup stores in America.
Yeah, girl, there's makeup stores in Paris. Go to Paris.
Right? Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, like that's your concern. Go to Italy.
Yes.
It's real close.
Right.
We took that train, didn't we? Like it's real. Like you can get there by train.
That's such a, like, you're going to come to, I mean, I don't know. America's great and all, but Europe is like, come on, that place looks beautiful where she's at. It looks beautiful. Is she putting up with Andrew just because she wants to come to America?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Which is weird. You're European. Just look at France.
Find somebody else in America. You could find a lot of people in America who would want to be with you.
Yeah.
Amira.
Also, she's kind of hot.
She is very hot.
Like that, dress she was wearing.
Right.
Hello.
Yes. She has a little slim waist.
She's got that Coke body.
Yep.
Bottle. Body.
Yep.
She does, yeah.
She really does.
It's a very Jessica Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she does have the Jessica Rabbit silhouette. You're right. That's a good point.
And I think that's all natural. I don't think she got work done. I think that's all natural.
You go, Amira.
Yeah, you can find somebody else, Amira. How do you think? Well, and she made it to Serbia though, and she left the airport.
Yeah, that's good. Do you think she has an OnlyFans?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's not gross like the other ladies.
Come on, that's not gross. That's just, it's making a
living.
No,
I'm just saying the other, who's that lady? The Brazilian lady, Larissa?
Yeah, Larissa.
Like gotten all that work done. Dude, she's got like ab implants now. Gross.
Stephanie has an OnlyFans.
Does she? We should subscribe.
All right. Does she really?
Yeah, she does. Uh-huh.
What does she do? Wow. Does she give handbags?
I think she does a lot of things.
Ooh.
Yep.
Juicy. Let's go look at this.
She doesn't need money though. Why should
I know. That? Maybe she's just connecting with her fans. We might get some premium content.
Yeah, because she's sex positive. Sex positive, all right? Nothing to be ashamed of. It's beautiful.
Exactly. I agree.
It's nature at its best.
Let's go check that out.
Yeah.
Nature at its finest, only best.
Yes. Get it, girl. Get it. Get it, girl. Get it. I want to be on OnlyFans. I wish.
We told you to go do the OnlyFans for moms.
I know.
Oh my God.
There's a whole moms category.
If only I looked like Amira. If I looked like Amira, I would be on there.
That doesn't matter. You got some tiggle bitties.
Oh my God.
I got some tiggle bitties. I like that. I like that. I got some big old titty.
Subscribe to the video podcast so you can see the big Tigo ladies. We're going to have just the camera pointed at each other.
I want to do the opposite, like the big old itty bitty. You know, like
the reverse of.
Yeah, the reverse, like they're opposite words. But I said the actual word. Cut that.
Put it in.
No, why do we'll leave that in. We'll leave that in.
Cut that.
We want our
All right,
listeners
guys,
to know that
I
you
got
have
some
big Tigo bitties. Use your imaginations, guys. TV has not yet been invented. This is radio.
Big old itty bitty. All right. Anyway, go get it, girls. I'm proud of you. Do what makes you happy.
Exactly.
You know, whatever gets you the coin. And if you're happy doing it and you're proud, do what you got to do, girls. All right. So yeah, Amira, do you guys think she's gonna make it to the US or what?
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope she just stays in Europe.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Not that I don't want her to buy like all the makeup in the world in America, but like you don't need to come to America for Andrew.
If she doesn't end up making it, like what's gonna happen? Like she's gonna go to the airport and they're gonna be like, "Nah, you gotta go back." Like
Yeah,
you know,
live in Serbia. You're Serbian now.
Yeah, I'm confused. Right? Like, what's gonna happen? Like you're in the Serbian detention facility.
Yeah, you're from Belgrade now. You gotta say you're from Belgrade.
Oh man.
What if she like messes up again? Is like they ask her, "What are you here for?" and she says the same thing as last time. She gets detained again, and then they send her to Mexico.
Oh man.
Just cause.
And Andrew doesn't answer her calls. And she's like, oops. It's like I'm single again. I don't know. I just feel like I'm single. Yeah, and then she's like, I disappointed everybody. I disappointed my father and my friends. I gave up my studies.
For love.
For
I
love.
gave it out for love.
Oh, there you go. You have a better accent. There you go.
I've been practicing my French accent.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I gave up my studies and my family and my friends. For what? For nothing.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were Amira for a second.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Special guest star, Amira. Bonsoir,
Amira.
mon amis.
Why are you doing this, Amira? Andrew, it's not worth it.
I don't know. I'm so crazy in love.
But what about your father? He's going to disown you.
You know, he's old. Maybe he'll die and forget.
But what about, there's a lot of makeup stores in Paris, right? What?
Yeah, but they don't have Sephora. I want to shop at Sephora.
They do have it. They do have
I don't know. I'm not from Paris.
This is
okay, this is getting real offensive.
No. That's a good accent right there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I pride myself on accents.
All right, I'm going to leave that to you, the professional.
Yeah, I will do all of the Amira voices from now on. Thanks.
Okay, Amira, stay brave. Okay,
I'll see you soon. You guys are in California.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in Roseville.
This is boring. Okay. All right. So I think we covered everybody, right?
Thank God.
Yeah, we did. Okay, next on. Harris tells Steph that he loves her so much. Rebecca has, blah, 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 insecurities, blah, 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 taking advantage of me. Hazel and Tarik, they do like a Zoom call with Tarik's friend. And then Hazel says that she told Tarik no more chatting with Minty, but he did it again. And it's I think she's saying that there's a new girl, that it's not meant to,
Ooh,
that it's a new
scandalous.
girl. Yeah. Okay. And then Andrew asked Amira to like promise that they will have kids. And then Amira's like, I don't know. You have, sorry. Um, this is for you, Dylan.
I forgot what she said.
She says that, she doesn't know she wants to have kids because they're always fighting.
No, I don't know if I want to have kids with you, and so we are always fighting.
Yes. Right. And she wants him to be on better behavior.
You need to be in better behavior.
Yes. Okay. And there's that. Jovi and Yara, they're on their way to the airport, and Yara is freaking pissed. She's like,
she don't even want to hold his hand.
right. She's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Ding.
And then Nat is like crying. Natalie's crying, having a breakdown, saying that her fiance changed his mind and that it's over.
All right, I'm pretty sure we're getting baited. Don't fall for it.
Right.
It'll be okay.
Right. She will continue to make her cooking videos here in America. Yes. The end.
The end.
Okay, just real quick, just want to say thank you to everybody who gave us a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so on whatever podcast app you use. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. And that said, thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
If you know of any remedies for a dry cough, send them to 90-Day Fiance 3-Way. That's THREE way at gmail.com.
All right.
Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.
Bye.
Bye.